it's Rusty here with Eco Adventures. Today what we're doing is we're at RPM. This is the owner, Donnie, of RPM. We're going to be installing a 3-inch rough country lift kit on a 2001 Jeep Cherokee XJ. We're going to start by, as most of you guys already know, we'll loosen up the shock tower on the top. Jeep's going up in the air, and then we're going to wrestle with all the rust and everything else that comes with this. So let's just take a second and let us get set up, and we'll be right back with you.
Alright, so the first thing you got to do is break your shock towers, because there's no sense going up and down with the car. So you break these loose up here, that way you can drop them down.
And fortunately, it doesn't look like that one's too rusted, but this is the top end of the car. So now this one looks like it's a little bit easier to get to than the other one was, at least. All right, boy, we can only hope that the bottom of this thing is going to come off like it is. I mean, dude's got pretty good size arms, but the bottoms could be bad. He's been under them before.
So those are broke loose, we just got to take them all the way back.
Now that we've got the vehicle in the air, we've got the front tires off. First thing Donnie's going to take off is the sway bar. Sway bar's got to drop down, and this part right here is what will be put in to drop the sway bar down. After the sway bar comes down, we put the new brackets in. We'll come around here, and we're going to take the lower control arms off of here. And Rough Country has provided us with these big beefy dudes. You can see the difference in what comes with a Jeep versus what's going back on it. Once these are, well, actually, before we put that on and connect it to the axle side, we'll be taking the old shock and the old spring out of here, and they will be replaced with a new nitro shock and this big Bertha. So new spring, new shock, new lower control arm, but we first got to get it off of there. All right, I know it seems like we've only been gone for a couple seconds, but we had some inherent problems that everybody knows comes with the XJs. Donnie had to get up here and actually cut the bolts off that hold the sway bar in place. But we're going to move on from that right now. We've come around here. He's loosened up the lower control arms. So we're going to drop the jack down a little bit so we can get the old shock and the old spring out of here. And then we'll put in the new control arm, new shock, new spring. And so I guess we'll be back with you hopefully in a couple minutes. All right, what we're getting ready to do now is go ahead and we're going to drop down this front end, the whole axle system. But what that's going to enable us to do is get the spring off of here and the shock. Now these things are under a tremendous amount of pressure. So what we're going to do is Donnie and I are both going to jump under here and make sure nobody gets hurt. All right, here we go. Dropping this baby down a little bit.
Shock out there.
All right, there goes the shock. That wasn't the scary part. You're gonna take them out now, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna take this.
All right, but you're not dropping it.
Okay. Oh, it's gonna want to drop. You ready?
Yeah. Slid a little bit forward.
All right, here comes the shock.
Bum, 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 bum.
Alright, so the shock is loose. I I left the retainer on there just in case. Came off, bite one of us. So we're going to take the retainer off, pull down on the axle, and pull the shock out. I mean the strut. Still said that right.
Spring.
Spring. That is loose. Alright, you ready?
You want to drop it down some more?
I don't want to get too far, that way we can fall.
Okay. Coming your way. Well, now it's coming my way.
Ready?
Yeah. Never mind. Maybe I wasn't.
Alright, put the pry bar in there so you need to get the pry bar before it gets one of us. Maybe.
You gonna go backwards? Can you go counterclockwise with the whole spring? No, I got to be clockwise. I got her. Here, let's show these guys the difference in old and new. And it's not just the length, it's the tension that's in this steel versus what came stock on the Jeep. I think we're gonna have to let her down a little more to get this dude up underneath there. All right, Donnie got the spring in here, not without casualty though. It bent his finger back pretty good, but I think he'll make it. So we got the new spring in, the new shock is in, and then this real beefy control arm, which I'm excited about. This side right here is, it's basically finished. Tighten a few things up and get on to the other side. What's next, Donnie? Just throw the wheels on and drop it?
Put the wheels down and we'll see how far it brought it up, see what kind of suspension we got.
So that's what we're doing next. You guys could watch if you want. We could do this. Oh, yo. I just need glasses for everything. I can't see the damn nuts. No, I didn't want those nuts. I wanted real nuts. I couldn't see where the friggin' thing. Oh, maybe it didn't matter. Shoulders will not allow me. My shoulders were just toast. Got nice creases in my fingers. It comes, coming out of the sky. Well, I think the back's still higher than the front, but after hitting a few bumps, it's touted as a leveling and a lift. Boy, it looks kind of goofy with those tires on it now. All right, what we have now is a finished project. This is the 3-inch rough country lift. And RPM did all the installation on this. And she's looking great. Donnie, you got some stuff to add?
Come see us.
Come see the Donnie man at RPM. Friendly, downtown Jefferson.